Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. The MisippBROs are bringing it to you live from Anthem, Arizona. Bringing it to you with Big Bro Chad in tow. We'll tell you where he's at in just a moment and the places he'll go. Shout out Dr. Seuss. Because today's show, we wake up to a deadlocked World Series, 1-1, going back to Atlanta, home of the you-know-what. We'll talk about that later. We got NBA undefeated teams, unbeaten teams at the top. We got the Lakers looking old and lethargic. We'll talk about the lead they blew last night. And then we'll get into a little bit of NFL. We got a big game right here in the desert, right here in Glendale. I can see it. I can smell it. Kyler Murray and the red-hot Cardinals hosting the equally hot Packers. So we'll get right to it. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of MisippBROs. Chad, tell the people where you're at, how you're feeling.
What is going on, man? And I am feeling fantastic, as they like to say, dude. And yeah, Mark, you need to lift up your camera a little bit. Get on it, dude. Let's get that. Oh, there's that mug. That's what we're looking for in the MisippBROs. All right, man. Yes. Hey, coming to you live from LAX, dude. Right near the airport, man. On my way after my fantastic nuptials, dude. After my fantastic marriage. This last weekend was epic. It could not have gone better, dude. And I'm going to tell you right now, dude, I had the best ceremony, the best woman, the best celebration that I could have had, dude. Thanks to yourself, bro, and everyone associated with, dude. That was one fantastic wedding. And so, hey, as I get ready to jump countries, dude, Estados Unidos, no más, dude. We're going south, baby. We're going South America starting tomorrow, man. So this will be my last MisippBROs in the United States for quite a while, I think, dude. So that's what's happening on my end, dude. That's what's going on.
Well, thank you for letting them know. Sometimes you like to tease where you're headed, but you're letting the folks know. Appreciate Chad while you got him. They say stay in the moment. So stay in the Estados Unidos with us for one more day before you fly to Chile. So.
You got that right, man. But we got all kinds of stuff to talk about, dude.
Here we go.
1-1. We knew the Astros were going to tie it up. We're not going to let the Tomahawk Yackers, dude, freaking just walk through the freaking series 4-0, dude. This series going 6 or 7, easy. And as we saw yesterday, man, the Astros took care of business. A lot of singles, doubles, beat out choppers, dude. They just beat you with the pitching. So we got 1-1, dude, going back to Atlanta, dude. We're going to see what's going on, man. How do you think about the series, man? What did you see yesterday, man?
Well, deadlocked at 1-1 is perfectly fitting for these teams. The Astros, such a tough beat at home. That's why it was important the Braves scored in not just the first, not just the second, but the third inning in Game 1. And, got to that comfortable lead. Everyone can relax, just play their game. And it was the Astros kind of forcing it, kind of chomping at the bit, trying to get back into the game. I did get to see a lot of Game 1. I didn't get to see a lot of Game 2. You did, so you can fill in any gaps I got, big bro. But from the looks of it, the Astros did what the Braves did in Game 1. They pounced on the early lead, handed it over to the bullpen, and I think the bullpen gave up 1 hit in 3 1/3. So It was one of those just...
That Christian Javier for the Astros, dude, is one hell of a... They found a niche for him. He comes in, dude, throws some gas, dude, out of the pen, can go 3-4 innings. Used to be a starter. Now they use him middle relief, So I'm going to tell you right now, dude, the Astros look damn good. Dusty got his got off the schneid, dude, got himself a victory in the World Series. And so, hey, man, things are going good. And one thing I wanted to talk about, dude, real quick, man, I know, we're trying to get our stuff in quick here these days, man. Hey, let me tell you, dude, we didn't talk about what Manfred said, dude, during his, this guy puts his foot in his mouth more than freaking Mr. Ed, dude. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, what he said about asking about the Braves, Tomahawk Chop, and indigenous people and everything, what he said, dude. Oh, hey, what do we got? Bruce action, dude? Oh, there we go, Bruce, that a boy. And so, hey, what he said about, you know what, our game, I'm happy with the way Atlanta has reached out to the indigenous people about Tomahawk Chop and the name Braves. But he goes, we market our game locally, not globally. What? Did he really effing say that, dude? How out of touch is this guy with? I mean, this is baseball. This is the problem why baseball lags so many other major sports. You don't market it globally? What? Dude, you have a World Baseball Classic, which is all teams around the country playing each other, dude. What do you think about that comment, dude? Where did that come from?
Kind of a crazy comment to think about when you look at the fact that the likely American League MVP and runner-up are from Japan and the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
When you look at the face of baseball, and when people argue it, they say probably Tatis. He was your name brand athlete on the cover of MLB The Show and so many commercials, Slam Diego, all that stuff. And for him to say something backwards like that, well, it's right on brand for Rob Manfred, and poetic justice that the All-Star game was moved to this location to get away from the tomahawk.
Yes.
The whole world, not just the United States, Manfred, the whole world is tuning in, and they're going to see some tomahawk. The game's in Atlanta. Perfectly fitting, right?
Dude, it is absolutely perfect. And it's just the thinking of these older guys, dude, okay, that the whole world is watching. You can't just get away with stuff without the world knowing about it anymore. There's this thing called the internet. You stream games, dude, worldwide, dude. We're on a Skype right now. We're going to be doing a show, me from South America, you from it. That's the world. So this guy is so out of touch. How idiot for him to say something like that. And it just continues to put baseball behind the 8 ball, dude. It really does. What does Tatis, what do they think about that statement, dude?
Hopefully they didn't see it, and hopefully it's out of sight, out of mind for both. I'm with you. And we could go on a whole Rob Manfred rant.
A rant-fred, dude.
Rant-fred. Let's not do a rant-fred, because I gotta at least fit this in while we're talking the World Series. It's heading back to Atlanta for Game 3 tomorrow night. The Braves will not be without their number one starter, of course, who capped off a heroic inning after taking that ball off the shin. A little stress fracture action. Yes, pitching on a broken leg. There's no way around it. That's what happened. Charlie Morton, probably tougher than most people hosting this show. Most people tuning in. Yep. But he didn't just pitch that next inning. He was 3 up, 3 down, 2 strikeouts, including a wicked Uncle Charlie curveball to get Jose Altuve out. His last pitch was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball before he said, "Guys, I think I got a thing." So, hats off.
Oh, dude, hats off to him, dude. That's a tough hombre, dude. Seriously, there's no doubt about it. But it makes me think, dude, I look at this stuff kind of critically, and I go, fracture or broken? Now, remember when fractures used to be just a little bit and you can still continue, right? Okay? Now, he fractured his ankle or fractured his leg, okay?
It's a spiral fracture. That's not a good one.
Okay, all right. But think about this. He got hit. Now, was he going on adrenaline, or was it just a small fracture and then he continued to pitch on it and make it worse?
Yep.
I think that is more likely. That's still one tough hombre, but I don't think he pitched the whole inning with a spiral fracture, dude.
It became as such. By the time he exited the game, it got there. And that's typically, we're not doctors, but we wear a lot of hats here on MisippBROs. So from what I understood, the spiral fracture is what starts as a small crack, and then more stress, not getting off of it right away, can lead to some of this, which and we don't like that. We don't like some of this while we're talking bones.
No.
Yes, no. Charlie Morton, I feel for the guy. I believe he's 37, if not 38 years old, and this was maybe his last chance. This was maybe his last day in the sun, if you will, as a World Series pitcher. So you hate to see it, but it's part of the game. I think the Braves rally behind him, and I think they take Game 3 in Atlanta. What do you think?
Oh, I think they're at least going to take one or 2 games in Atlanta, dude. Like I said, this is series going 6-7. I haven't even looked at the pitching matchups, but it's weird. I've been thinking about that for a while, man. I don't even hardly look at the pitching matchup anymore because these guys only go 4 innings.
Yes.
And so it's made me change the way I look at games and see, oh man, so and so's going, dude. That they got the edge. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true of baseball anymore.
Also, not a lot of name brand starters. Justin Verlander's been on the shelf the entire year. And I've been looking for Zach Greinke. I know he had a down year. I know he finally regressed a little bit. His age is showing, if you will. But haven't seen Greinke yet. He's got to be slated to pitch Game 3 or 4, I got to think.
Yeah, I would think so. He's going to get in there at some point, man. He's too much of a true veteran. But this game, you know what, man? Hey, it is. It'll be fun to see what happens in Atlanta, dude. Atlanta's they don't care about all this, they don't care about all this culture stuff about the world changing. They're in Atlanta, Georgia, dude. Atlanta, Georgia, the South, they would just love to keep everything the way it is, and they're going to continue to tomahawk chop. They're not changing their name, and it's going to be interesting to see, man. You know what? And you know what? There's a part of me that just says, you know what? Just let people be who they want to be, dude. Seriously. If you don't like it, then don't go to the game. That's how I look at it sometimes.
Home of some real peaches down there in Georgia. We're gonna we're going to move on from the World Series, but not without this notable. Very notable. This is the 117th edition of the Fall Classic. 117. Been playing it for over a century.
Yes.
Jorge Soler led off game one on the first pitch he saw, I believe, or at least his first swing, left the yard. That's the first ever leadoff homer to start a World Series in its history. Are you surprised by that?
I am, dude, because I thought Ricky Henderson would be the first guy to frickin' take the ultimate best leadoff hitter of all time. I thought maybe he, in his playing career, might have done that. But, hats off to Jorge.
That's a good call. There's been some prominent leadoff hitters of World Series past just recently, like a Mookie Betts or even a Dustin Pedroia. You could see these guys doing it. Jose Altuve, hello. Now, it is rare to lead off a game with a home run, even more rare to lead off game one of a World Series.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
So,
good quote. Yeah. Good stuff.
Moving on down the board, we promised the listeners a little more basketball action as we get deeper into the season. And some early trends show a quick look at the standings. 3 unbeaten teams. The Chicago Bulls we touched on. The Utah Jazz look as strong as they were last year. And the Golden State Warriors, most unique of them. They became the first team since 1986 to start off 4-0 when trailing at the half in all 4 games.
Dude, you know what, man? I watched them in preseason. We talked about them, and I'm not being a homer. I've been a Warriors fan since my diapers were being changed, dude. Okay, so the point is that I saw some depth, and it is showing. Steph Curry is not shooting lights out, and they are winning games, dude. This bodes well for their future. It bodes well for what's going on. They got an 8-game homestand, I think I heard, coming up. I looked at the teams they're playing. Nothing great about those teams. Maybe Memphis might get them. I don't know. I can see the Warriors going. Let's see, they're 4-0 now, 8-game homestand, dude. We can go 10-2. The Warriors can go 10-2. So the fact is that I see some great stuff. It's very early. It's a long year in basketball, as we know, man. People get hurt. People don't get hurt. People change their rosters. And so we'll see what happens, man. But I'll tell you one roster that's got a big problem, and it's called age. And it's a big problem when you play the most competitive game out there in the NBA. And the Lakers got themselves a huge problem, dude, when it comes to – I watched the end of their game the other day, man. They were beat. They were hands on hips, hands on knees, dude. Memphis ran them, dude. Ran them. And Ja Morant ran around them all day long. And so it was, it just showed me that the Lakers are deep trouble with that old-ass roster, dude.
Well, it's a couple things here, man. The headlines read something like, Lakers fall short, blow early lead as Russell Westbrook notches triple-double. That's such a Russell Westbrook microcosm.
Yes,
because they failed to mention it was actually a quadruple-double thanks to his 10 turnovers.
Yes. Oh, did you forget the fact that you turned the ball over more than your whole team did combined, the other players?
Yeah, I know he plays at a lightning quick speed, but is the ball buttered? Does he sweat too much? What is going on with 10 turnovers? Your job as a point guard bringing the ball up is to keep that precious ham.
He's done that his whole career.
He always has.
You know what you're getting with him. Okay.
He is going to stuff the stat sheet, and the wins will be controversial when they happen, and they won't be aplenty by the end of the year. They won't. I think we're on the same page with the Lakers, absolutely. Beyond that, perfectly fitting, the oldest roster in the NBA blew a 26-point lead to the youngest roster in the NBA. The Oklahoma City Thunder's starting lineup averages 23.8 years old.
That, you know what? And they got the youth, baby. It's all about the youth these days, man. You guys know that, dude. Come on.
Baseball,
serious, dude.
Football,
everything,
basketball.
Dude. You got
the best players are under 30.
Megastars, 20-year-old megastars, dude. So you got to get on it. You got to be on that, man. And so the Lakers are not. They crowded their roster with all these old retreads, dude. Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, dude. Come on, man. Carmelo Anthony was, when I was in high school, won the national championship in college. End of story, dude. Okay, that's
that was
a long time
that was his
ago.
peak. I mean, him and LeBron, make no mistake, they're from the class of 2003.
Yes.
Woo, that was a couple seasons ago.
2003, dude. So yeah. So and Utah Jazz, dude, they always get off to a good start. To me, they just don't have that difference maker. They are a solid team, but they don't have the it I mean, Mitchell is fantastic, dude, but he doesn't have the supporting cast. Gobert's another year older, and even though he does have one of the best nicknames in NBA, dude. What is it called?
The Stifle Tower.
Yes, dude. Yes, the Stifle Tower. Nice
call. And unfortunately, I'll always think of him and his grubby hands rubbing the microphone as he left that press conference
and coughing on people and going.
and
dude. You know what, dude? You don't want that as your legacy, and that's what he got.
He did. Also on the topic of NBA, real quick, an early season trend with some real returns here. Chris Paul and James Harden. They're not stuffing the basket, or at least putting up the point totals they're used to. They're not getting the foul calls they were used to. The whole league's going to adapt. How much longer will they complain? Will they adapt?
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's, the league said, hey, we're not going to allow you to flop anymore. And everyone should have released James Harden on their fantasy team once that rule came out, because that dude does nothing but flop and initiate contact. So, that's going to be a big problem for them going forward, dude. They're going to have to adjust. We'll see if they can. The Nets on themselves. I think the Nets, I'm watching them lose game after game after game. They got the Kyrie Irving distraction. They got James Harden not being able to get fouls anymore like he used to. And so Kevin Durant's got to shoulder more of a load. I can't name anyone else on that team. I don't know anyone else on that team. And so that's the problem. Their depth is maybe a little bit of an issue. They keep on losing a lot of games as well. They're old too, dude.
Don't forget about Blake Griffin still collecting checks.
Oh, how can I forget about Blake Griffin?
LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean,
is he still jumping cars and dunking at the All-Star game?
That feels like ages ago. Like actual ages
That's the only thing I remember about Blake Griffin. Seriously. Yes. That's the only thing I remember about him. I don't remember his game because I kept on thinking, how can a guy that good not shoot from 8 feet away? I just don't. I'm like, how does that happen?
Oh, speaking of not shooting, still no sign of Ben Simmons. Our Ben Simmons watch continues, but we'll leave it at that, listeners.
Yeah, that's all you got to say. Still no signs of Ben Simmons. Next,
exactly. So in the Western Conference, though, the Timberwolves are a surprising 3-1. I don't have a lot of faith in that to keep up. D'Angelo Russell inevitably will get injured. I do like Anthony Edwards a lot. But the whole Western Conference only has 4 teams above 500. Only 4.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we're 4 games in.
It depends on the schedule. I mean, that's kind of weird too. I mean, there's always anomalies at the beginning, dude. It's kind of fun to, kind of press into and look at, dude. But you spoke about Anthony Edwards, and that reminds me, dude, just about how these guys blossom in their second and third years. Second and third years are the key years for superstars. And I mean, Kobe's and LeBron's aside, dude. Okay, those guys are freaks, dude. That just come out of the gate just killing it. But Anthony Edwards, dude, watch him, dude. Second, third years, dude. Jordan Poole for the Warriors, dude, got some seasoning. And so, I mean, this is the time that I would watch those guys, and I think that's really cool that Timberwolves are doing something. I think they beat the Bucks last night, if I'm not mistaken, dude.
Absolutely. I mean, the NBA remains the only professional that. Yes, you're right there. And the Thunder, their lone win was last night's win over the Lakers. But you're right there because with the NBA's rules, you can still be a 19-year-old rookie. Look at James Wiseman last year. And we're not just talking about adapting to NBA-level talent that you're playing against. We're talking about becoming a pro. It's not just you get drafted, you go to practice, you don't, not everything's easy. You're in a new city. You're still a kid. I mean, goodness sakes, you be 19 years old again and try to figure it out in year 1. So that's not happening. Yeah. So, yes, basketball, very typical, the second and third year leaps, not just in on-court maturity, but off-the-court maturity.
No doubt about it, man. No doubt. What else you got for us, bro? What's going on?
Moving on to football, we have a huge game here in the desert tonight. Huge is a relative term because we're only roughly halfway through the regular season with Week 8 upon us. But the Arizona Cardinals, the NFL's last unbeaten, 7-0, host a team that we dragged through the mud because they dragged themselves through the mud in Week 1. That Aaron Rodgers guy that was looking like a used car salesman. I don't know what happened to him. He's gone. I love it. And the 2 teams tonight, 7-0 versus 6-1. Who you got?
Dude, that's a great game. I'll take the home team because I believe in Kyler Murray, second, third year. And so this is with Cliff Kingsbury, dude. Everyone ripped on him for being a college guy, but he's come up with some nice schemes, obviously, to extract the talent, the best talent out of Murray. Dude, Arizona looks good. But, hey, they just got some news. We knew this was going to happen. have fun. You know, J.J. Watt is hurt now again. He's always freaking hurt. The guy cannot stay on the field. He's too damn big to not pull a muscle or break something. So so he's gone. You know, this would happen. 7-0, dude, is great. The Packers I saw were without 3 wide receivers or something like that. But you know what, man? I mean, I don't know. It's hard to go against Aaron Rodgers, dude. Really is. But I'll take the talent and Kyler Murray, and probably a pretty good game this tonight, dude. Well, out there in the desert, dude. Are you going?
I had intentions to go. Some things popped up. A friend I was scheduled to go with, he unfortunately he suddenly lost a friend, so he's out of town tending to some family matters, some personal issues. Rest in peace. And to get into the building, just to smell the joint, the cheapest ticket's about $280. So I think your brother might be tuning in like the rest of us, stationed in front of a television.
You can save the $5 you'd end up spending with parking and
exactly
and all that kind of stuff, dude. And you can save that, buy some Bitcoin, and freaking watch the game from home, dude. There you go.
Almost a perfectly timed segue. Almost. Yeah, so tune into the Cardinals-Packers tonight. If the Packers win, I'll be talking about them as one of the best teams in the NFL. If the Cardinals go on to 8-0, I mean, they're not going to run away with the division they're in, of course. The Rams are right behind them. But it'll be very interesting the next time the Rams and Cardinals meet up. So I'll be watching, of course. Go Cardinals here in the desert. I don't know if you can see the cacti in the reflection, but they're out here, I promise.
I can see desert. That's all you need to know,
Saguaros.
Man. Don't worry, you're legit. You're legit,
yes.
Dude.
Well, also on the topic of the NFL, the Washington football team investigation, all of a sudden, there's no transparency. It looks like John Gruden might be our only scapegoat. And I'll leave you with Jerry Jones's quote. He was very satisfied with the results of the investigation.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Is this another case of the good old boys club protecting the good old boys club?
Of course it is, dude. This is the good old boy club circling the wagons, dude, and not letting anybody in, dude. Okay? Period. End of story, dude. This is going to go on until these guys pass away. And that's the truth. Okay? The NFL means not for you. Okay, dude? So guess what? If they want someone gone, they will make someone gone. Gruden was the GOAT. He was I mean the real
not
GOAT.
Even a Washington team official.
And that's who they were investigating. Okay, so let's be serious, dude. Okay, they got who they wanted, and they moved on.
Well,
okay,
and the politically correct culture, the PC culture, cancel culture, had a lot to do with these sensitive words, and I don't condone using some of the language that John Gruden used in his emails, right. Of course, but it was really quick to go, boom, blow that up, one scapegoat, and also coming in from the chat line. Speaking of PC, regular contributor to the show, our favorite Viking, Shay. This is baseball, but it's worth a good laugh. He says PETA is calling for MLB to drop the term bullpen and go with the more animal-friendly arm barn instead.
Dude,
no.
You know what? PETA is the comedic gift that just keeps on giving, dude. I mean, no one else could come out with arm barn, dude. That is, you know what? They should rename it just because of that. That is an awesome name.
Talk about a term you didn't see coming, just flew right over, hit me in the side of the head, and I'm like, oh God. Well, I hope that's not a thing. It's worth mentioning for certain.
Dude, PETA, do you think PETA has anything else to do than worry about bullpen? Bullpen, dude. So, anyways, yeah.
Hey, PETA, where do you prefer we keep our bulls? Because I can't let them just run free. Are you kidding me?
If it was up to PETA, the whole world would be covered with animals, and humans would be running away from animals, dude. Okay?
Yeah, you're right. Hey, the running of the bulls, don't they get their revenge there? I mean, geez.
Hey, wait a minute. That's what humans used to do. Cavemen used to run away from the dinosaurs. So PETA wants that back, dude. It's hilarious. It's comedic in the sports world, dude. And so I think that here's the pendulum, right? It goes one way too far, the other way too far, and it kind of, you hope it settles. Let's hope this settles pretty soon, but actually not, because this is giving me some damn good laughs, dude. That's some funny stuff.
So here's the segue. You talked, take that money, invest it in some crypto. While we're talking animals, I got to touch on the now trending, extremely trending Shiba Inu coin. Okay. Woo! And let me just say this, Chad. If that freaking dog of a coin hits $1, you're going to officially be bought out of your MisippBROs shares. I'm going to take over 100%. Your brother's going to be a millionaire if that thing hits $1.
Damn, dude. Shiba Inu to the moon, baby.
To
yeah,
the
dude.
moon.
To the moon. Yeah, hey, man. Good for you, man. Good for you. You know, I don't mess with those meme coins, dude. That's cool. Even though I should have messed with this one, obviously. But yeah, dude, that is the metaverse. That's the cryptosphere we live in, dude. People make fun of it, but it is real, dude, because it is making millionaires out of people. It is giving people the ups that they didn't have before in the legacy system. And that's what this is all about, dude. Disrupting the legacy system where only the 1 or 2% made all the dough. Now it's being equally distributed. It will continue. Bitcoin is the king, but the other ones will come and go. There's other ones we could talk about, but this is not a freaking crypto channel. So the fact is this, man, I love it. I love it. More, hey, what they always say, man, more, you know, when you get more popularity, man, there's no such thing as bad advertising, dude. Okay. So, hey, those people that grab Shiba Inu at the right time, good on you, dude. Go spend that dough.
Well, so I read a tweet earlier today or yesterday, and somebody said the fact that apparently it's being reported, somebody put $100 into Shiba Inu at its inception, and that $100 currently is valued at 5.7 billion. And the tweet read like this. The fact somebody put $100 into a Shiba coin and has 5.7 billion makes me want to quit everything.
Well, dude, hey, you know what though, man? You have to take the risks. A lot of people say, oh, I should have done this, should have done that. But you know what? It takes cojones, dude, to believe in something and to do something that others practically pretty much shit on, dude. Okay? Or they say, you have to take the risk. No risk, no reward, dude, period.
Well, we got just a few minutes, but we do have a crypto question for you, Chooch. Chad. Big
What's
bro. From the chat line, Nene20 wants to know what backs it, essentially, the crypto, overall.
Overall, dude, that's a very broad question, dude. There's certain coins that are backed. There's certain coins, there's a certain amount, such as Bitcoin. There's only 21 million ever to be made. Okay, that gives it the base. That gives it the store of value, dude. Shiba Inu, dude, is pretty much a coin that people made. Okay, all right, and now is being traded. It's like our fiat money. It's like our money system, dude. Okay, you take $1, right? Where'd that come from? The Federal Reserve. What did they do? Printed it. Is it backed by anything? No. After 1971, the gold standard was taken away by Richard Nixon. Nothing in your pocket is backed by anything. Okay? Same concept with Shiba Inu. It just caught on. It got popular. And now you're going to have more developers developing it because and so you might see something come of it. It's an exciting world, dude. It's a very exciting world.
You gave me a valuable insight at one time. You said anything that a society agrees on has value is valuable.
Absolutely correct, dude.
So I know the common question is, where can you spend this? So it seems like all you can do is buy, sell, and trade it. As it grows, it'll be more accepted, more places.
Hey, dude. Hey, look at you, bro. Look at you go, man. I love it, dude. I love it.
Well, you know, I got a couple chapters here on Bitcoin and crypto and everything. No, I'm kidding. So,
oh man,
while we get to our wrap here, because listeners, this man to my left is in the midst of his honeymoon, and we want him to stay married. We want him to hit the ground running with his wife. So, Mariella, we thank you for letting us borrow your lovely husband, Chad. I can't believe I just called my brother a lovely husband, but one can assume
dude, get used to it, dude. This is the new chapter. We write new chapters.
Here's a good one for you. Husband on my left, husband right in front of you.
Dude, come on, dude. Get out of here. Dude, you're much better. You're much better right now, dude, than I've seen you in a long time, bro. And you know what? Hey, new chapters written all the time. All right.
All right. Let's get to our wrap up. I wanted to say, when you tune into Monday Night Football these days, occasionally, if not most games, they have the simulcast, the alternate cast with the Manning brothers, Peyton and Eli. It has been very entertaining at times, especially when Marshawn Lynch steps onto the camera. Did you get to see any of the highlights?
No, dude, I forgot about that. Okay. Damn it.
Do check him out. Do check him out. He did drop an F-bomb live on ESPN.
Of course.
Eli already got away with this one, right?
Yes.
And then Marshawn, while watching a fumble, just goes, "What the fuck?" And Peyton and Eli are like,
"This is what people want, dude. You know, I mean, this is I'm interested to see what are the metrics, dude. How many people are watching it as opposed to the actual regular Monday Night Football.
Funny you ask that, because Steve Levy, the lead host of the traditional Monday Night broadcast, he does a fine job. I really got to give him some credit. They're a 3-man booth with Brian Greasy and Louis Reddick. Funny story, I met Brian Greasy's aunt just a few weeks ago. So anyways, random occurrence. He was asked if he appreciates the simulcast, and he has mixed feelings about it because it literally takes away his viewers.
Wow, no doubt about it, man. No doubt. And, you know, this is the changing of the guard, dude. We're seeing it in everything in society, dude. And this is another one. People are tired of the, okay, here we are, Monday Night Football, and we got the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals and all this kind of stuff, dude. You know, I'm even tired of it. I've been watching it for 30 years, dude. So, you know, hey, good that is changing. Good that we're doing that, man. And, hey, before we go, man, I got one thing to say, man. We are Catalina, dude, for our 3-day quick honeymoon. No people, no nothing. Awesome. We go to this place called Descanso Beach Club, which means resting in Spanish. Okay, not much. Go up to the bar, dude. Get Mario a drink. I get my frozen Chad New Chapter drink, dude. Okay, all this kind of stuff. Mario goes like this. Hey, man, that's so and so. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, and she's like, no, that's so and so. The guy, I didn't even recognize him. He had glasses on, stuff. And Mario took a picture with him from The Mummy. The guy that
Brendan Fraser?
No. The other guy, his name is Arnold something. Arnold Leo. Anyway,
was he the guy who played the Mummy character?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, dude.
Okay.
Yes. He's a big dude, man.
Yes, he is a big dude.
Mario was all stoked out, dude. So it's kind of fun to.
Is he Latino? Any reason that Mariella was familiar?
No.
Just popular
She
film.
just recognized his face, even through a hat and glasses. She's like, honey, this guy, we know he's famous. And I said, oh, really? I said, okay, cool. I went up and talked to him for a second. Yeah. So it was really cool. Anyways, man, I don't know why I brought that in. But the fact is, dude, is that we had a great time in Catalina, man. Beautiful, beautiful scenery, dude. And great time, you know, man, just winding down from a fantastic freaking weekend, my man.
There it is. Well, thank you for sharing that, of course. And one reason I wanted to get on the Marshawn Lynch thing was just to say he is one of our national treasures. I enjoy him so wholesomely, not only as an athlete, but for his shenanigans, most would say off the field. He is 1,000% himself, which we MisippBROs appreciate. An authentic person, being authentic, dropping F-bombs on national television.
Damn right.
And he confirmed, Eli asked, he goes, is it true you used to have a shot of Hennessy before the games? He goes, hell yeah, partner. Today I had 3. I'm nervous as hell.
You gotta love that dude, man. And how much does he do for the city of Oakland? Jesus Christ.
And he's now part of the NFL gave him a position. He's the some sort of player relations, some sort of chief ambassador. So he's going to be the guy that brings the rookies in and tells them, hey, Rook, count your chickens. Remember that quote?
Yes, dude. Yes. And he's true. And it's right.
It's true.
It's right, dude.
Yes.
You know?
He famously didn't spend any of his contracted money from his Buffalo Bills rookie deal. And his spending money has always been off endorsements. So Marshawn is a wise man from humble beginnings that we should all take some notes from.
Right on, man.
Coming to you live from Estados Unidos for the last time.
Dude,
for a long while.
It's been a great run in Estados Unidos. I've been in Cali now, dude, and up and down the West Coast for like almost 7 months now, dude. I'm ready, bro. You know me, dude. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm going to start my new chapter down in Chile, dude. We're going to start getting these kids playing baseball down there. We got all kinds of action. We'll document it, dude, get it going, and have a great time, man. I'll miss everyone, dude, up here in the United States, baby. But you got to come down to Chile, dude. You want to see Choots before the spring happens, dude.
Marcos, voy a Chile después de año nuevo, 2022. I'll see you there.
Excellent, man. You bet. I'm going to hold you to it, my man. All right, man. Coming to you live, dude, from near L.A. Well, not near L.A. I'm in L.A. And Mark is in Anthem, Arizona, dude. We are southwesting you today on the MisippBROs, man. Thanks for checking us out. Hit that like, subscribe, dude. We're almost up to 80, dude. Come on. Get on it. Let's go. Tell your friends. Tell Big Bruce, dude, how much you love him by hitting that subscribe and like button, dude. If you love him as much as we love him, dude, then you be knocking that thing down. I love it, man.
We will catch you on Monday. Safe travels to Chile. Give Mariela a kiss and a hug for me. Un besito, por favor.
Besitos. Ciao.
Adios.